Today I'm going to be presenting about the book called Hatchet by Gary Paulsen. Gary Paulsen was the author. He was born on May 17, 1939 in Minneapolis to Oscar Paulsen. His father was a career army officer who departed soon after Gary's birth to join General Patton's staff. Gary next saw his father at age 7 when he and his mother sailed to the Philippines to join him at his army base. This is the genre, award, and the date of publication. The genre of this book is an adventure fiction book. This is all the award it has won. The first one, the ALA Newbery Honors Book Award. The second one, the Dorothy Cadfield Children's Book Award. This is the publishing date. It was published in the year 1987. This is the main character, Brian Robeson. Brian Robeson is a kid with a divorced parents alone in the wood and his plane crashed. This is the plot summary of the story. 13-year-old Brian Robeson is on his way to visit his father when a single-engine plane in which he is flying crashes. Suddenly, Brian finds himself alone in the Canadian wilderness, with nothing but a tattered windbreaker and the hatchet his mother gave him as a present, and the dreadful secret that has been tearing him apart since his parent divorce. But now Brian has no time for anger, self-pity, or despair. It would take all his know-how and determination and more courage than he possessed to survive. What challenge do the character face in the book? So the main character, Brian Robeson, his plane crashed in the Canadian wilderness, and he has only a hatchet from his mother and a tattered windbreaker to survive. What is the inciting incidents of the story? Brian's parents separated, making him need to fly to Canada to meet his dad. Then his plane crashed in the Canadian wilderness. What's my favorite character and why? My favorite character is Brian Robeson. I like him because he can do anything to survive and he's just very brave. Brian Robeson, plane crashes in the Canadian wilderness. My rating of this book is an 8 out of 10. What I like about this book is that I like this book because it helps me think that if anything happens, we need to find a way to survive in any situation. Then what I dislike about this book is that the same situation keeps going on and on and on again, and it kept getting boring. Who is this book suitable for? I think this book is suitable for somebody that likes adventure, trip, and sad feeling. I would read other books from this author because the story is very interesting. This is one quote from the story. He was alone in a roaring plane with no pilot. This quote is telling us that he has to save himself and survive. I chose this quote because I think it gives the feeling of calmness and intense in the same time. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and I hope you enjoy.